Hey everybody, it's early. I just wanted to give a little intro, I guess. I'm just going to get started on the rebounder because I'm starting today. I need this. Why is rebounding good? It is good because, I don't know if you can see me if I sit all the way down. It's good because it helps you get moving, of course, and I cannot see how to start the live without my glasses. And it is very good for your lymphatic system. Do you have trouble with swelling? Do you have trouble, puffy face? Your arms are puffy, legs puffy? Well, the number one thing that we know we have to do is to get started. You just have to move. And for my schedule, I get up early and I start working on real estate stuff. I start, getting all my things in line for the day. And before I know it, sometimes it's noon or, it's time for me to go out and take care of the animals. My life is full and I try to make it, times to take care of myself and to get up and get moving, but I'm not scheduling that. So this is one way for me to schedule it in. I'm going to try to do this every morning at 7 o'clock, maybe a few minutes after. You guys can just watch and see, when I do go live. If you would, please go ahead and share this on Facebook or Instagram, just to get the word out there that I'm going to be doing this. And let me had a history, in my past, where for many, many years I taught exercise classes, and I enjoyed doing that, and it kept me fit. I exercised throughout 2 pregnancies and had gotten back into it in my late 40s, early 50s, and then, I had to stop because of other things going on in life. But I am the kind of person who has always been kind of active. I move all the time. I'm doing something all the time. I think I have decided that I do have ADHD, and I know certain things about myself that I can get distracted, so I try to super focus on some things that are important in life. You have to have an income, but I do have hobbies. I guess I am a jack of all trades, master of none, but I do try to stay busy. So this is one thing that I have found, and I used to do it years ago, when I couldn't get outside, if the weather was bad. I had a smaller trampoline than this one that I use now. But I'm going to start out slow, basic information. If you have any questions, just comment in the section below, and I'll be glad to answer the questions that I can. And if I don't know the answers, I'll try to do some research and get those answers for you. Now, I do use a certain trampoline. If you want to know which kind that I use, comment below and I'll send you that information. Now, make sure that you are subscribed to this channel, because I think if I have less than 1,000 subscribers, then I can only have, they're going to let 25 people know outside of my subscribers that I am doing a live. So I'm going to try to do this regularly. Don't hold me strictly to it, but I'll try to update on the Instagram and Facebook the nights before if I'm not going to be able to do it the next morning, or check my pages, or check my social media out each morning just to see if something has happened, like if I'm not feeling well, because I do have some autoimmune issues going on. I have gluten intolerance, and sometimes other things bother me as well. And so I have trouble with my digestion. I have trouble with joint pain. At times it's unbearable, and I just have to rest. I get to a point, I do too much, and I realize it as I'm doing it, but sometimes you just got to do what you have to do. So anyway, I live in a small house. This is about the only area that I have that I can do it. So every day I'm going to have to set this thing up. It's going to be a commitment for me because I hate dragging things in and out. I just like leaving my stuff out. And so it's going to be a commitment. But I have found that in my past, when I was teaching exercise classes, I was not motivated to do it for myself. It was a benefit for myself, but I did not do it for myself. I did it for the people I knew who were going to come, my regulars. And even if there was only one regular, I was committed to making sure that I was available to, give of myself to help someone else. And that motivates me. So this is my, at this point in my life, I'm 57, and I can't get as much done in a day as I used to be able to get everything smoothed out so that I can go and to a facility to where I can show up every day, or at least 3 times a week. I just can't do that anymore. I have to pace myself. So this is me pacing myself in my house and going live on YouTube. Now that's enough chatter. Let's get on this thing and get started. If you have one at home, that's great. You can go ahead and, I hope you have already pulled it out. And if you haven't, you can watch this on replay. You can also use your children's trampoline, the big one that's outside, and do the very same things that I'm doing on this video. Another thing that you can do, I'll send you the link. I ordered mine on Amazon. I did do some research. I could not afford, one of those major brands, but I looked at what those items had and tried to find something comparable on Amazon that I could order that I thought would be comparable at an affordable price. Not to say that those items that are name brand that everybody's pushing are not well worth the money. It's just I could not afford it. So this is where I'm going for right now, and as we use it, if it continues to be a good product, then I'll say, hey, this product is very good. So we'll find out together. Now, if you don't have a trampoline at home right now, don't think you can't watch this. Don't think you can't get up and do some of the things that we're doing. Very basic here. We're not going to do any major impact exercises. This is just to get your body acclimated to the trampoline, because it does take some getting used to. And this does have a bar. I have not installed it yet because I don't have the room to just leave it. And if I install the bar, then I'm going to have to take the bar off every time. I don't think it folds down. I haven't even tried to install it to see if it does. That's where I'm at. So I'm going to get on the some people call them rebounders. You can call them rebounder if you want to. A trampoline, small trampoline, whatever you want to call it. The apparatus is fine with me. So I'm going to get on here, and I am barefoot. So, and you probably won't be able to see my head, but just watch my feet if you can see my feet. So basically, when you start out, what you're going to want to do is just, kind of get on it and get a feel for it. Make sure your knees are okay with, the movement that is on here. Just kind of do some fluid movements to where, you're comfortable on here. Now, I have vertigo. So having vertigo, is challenging on this. I can tell you that. But once you do it, a little while, you'll get used to it, and it'll become something that is probably going to be good for your vertigo, I would think, because of draining all of that lymphatic system down from your head out your body is going to be very, very good. Let me see if I can adjust this camera. And always when you're getting on it, I'll be very careful. I hope I can get it far enough back to where you can see my head. If not, it is what it is. Okay, now you can't see my feet. I want to make sure that you see my feet. So, here I am now. I think that's a little bit better. Basically, what you want to do is, put your hands where you want them. If you want them down by your side, you can put them down by your side, or you can put them on your hips. And basically, you are going to just bounce, bounce, bounce. And honestly, you may not think that this is doing a lot of good, but if you're on here about 5 to 10 minutes, you're going to realize that there are things happening that have to be good because, well, as nature takes its course with the lymphatic system, you'll understand what I mean. And you're just going to bounce up and down here. My heels are not leaving the mat of this rebounder. And you can also, you can move your arms, you know, you can lift them up and down, or you can just leave them up, because all of that excess fluid is going to drain throughout your lymphatic system. And guys, I could have some pleasant music playing in the background, but for this first video, I said last night I'm going to start tomorrow because I ate some strudel cake that I made yesterday for a women's meeting. Now, as you can see, I am just kind of lifting up at the knee level. If you're not comfortable with this, just keep bouncing. Just keep bouncing and move your arms any way that you like. Make sure you're breathing. You inhale, exhale, and just keep moving. Now I think I've got some comments coming up. Guys, I can't respond to the comments now, but I will later. Now what I just started doing is just kind of lifting up. And it's not necessarily walking in place. If you don't feel comfortable moving your arms, you don't have to. You're just getting acclimated to this mat. Now, if you want to, you can step out, step in. Now, you may not think that this is a lot, but I can already tell that my breathing is, you know, getting a little harder to breathe normally. And that's okay, because you want to get your heart rate up. And of course, mine's going to get up higher because I am talking. And you can do this, or you can still just be bouncing. Guys, you don't have to do major movements on this rebounder for it to be effective. You can simply bounce. What this allows is for, you know, gravity to take its toll on your body and get rid of fluids that you're not getting rid of because you're sitting on the couch, or, you know, you just not moving around. So, and this is so easy on your joints, so low impact on your joints. And you can just spread those legs. Guys, I know I'm going to watch this replay and just die laughing of embarrassment, but I don't care. That is one thing you need to realize about me. I know people say, well, why is she even on social media? She's not an expert at anything. Well, I simply have the attitude that I'm going to be the very best I can be for me. And I know that getting up and getting on this rebounder is better than me sitting on that couch all day long working on real estate stuff or researching, because if somebody asks me a question and I don't know the answer, I've got to find the answer as best I can. So I do a lot of research. And I love learning new techniques from social media, how to, you know, have the best updates on my posts that I make, you know, those cute little reels. I love making reels. I have always loved editing. So going live is kind of hard for me because I like to edit out the bad, but when you go live, you can't edit out the bad. You just gotta take the bad and the good together. Now, as you can see, I'm just barely stepping, but I can assure you that I'm going to feel this tomorrow, because I had worked on this a while back and then got out of the habit of it. And the day after, probably my second day of doing this, when I was more acclimated to it, I could tell, you know, my muscles were a little sore. And guys, this is the same effect as, you know, jumping rope, but with less impact. And I do make sure that my knees are good and set as I'm lifting. And as you're jumping, you know, the next thing you want to do, instead of keeping your heels on the floor, if you're just still jumping up and down, you can go up on the balls of your feet, lift those heels, just this movement right here is working many, many muscle groups. I can feel it in my glutes. I can feel it in my thighs. Of course, I can feel it as I'm moving my arms and my biceps. And if you want to work those triceps, then I'll try to do this like this. And tomorrow I'll try to get the camera set a little farther back. But guys, my light is right here. I have one of those low ceilings. So as you can see, I'm not going to be doing any major jumping like you see on some of those videos of people rebounding, you know, where they're going all crazy. Not going to happen with this girl. So you can separate your legs front to back and just lean forward, lean back with your legs. Not with your body, because you want to keep your body upright. And as that foot is taking the weight at the front, you can feel it in your upper thigh. You're pressing down. And then your back is recalling you back to the front. Keep those knees strong and set. As you can see, my back is straight, and this is just my legs doing this motion. And again, you can switch legs. Now, sooner or later, we're going to add a little more, but for today, those are the things I want you to work on. You know, later on, we're going to be doing jumping jacks, but that's further down the road when you feel comfortable. Now, if you don't want to use your arms and you want to install your bar on the rebounders because you don't feel steady, guys, I promise you, all you need to do on this rebounder is bounce up and down. And the whole time I'm doing a routine, whew, mercy, I got my heart rate up, those jacks, I need those. The whole time that we're doing a morning routine, you can just be doing this. And you can be holding on to your bar. And I would say in about 3 weeks, you're going to notice a major difference in your endurance, your flexibility, because we will do some flexibility stretches later on as I get this planned out more and more. But for this channel, we're going to keep it basic, because our goal, or my goal for me and my goal for you, is to get up and get moving. And that's what this does. And it's going to be so good on getting those toxins out. You're not even going to believe it. Now, one thing I want to make sure that you guys remember, before you do any exercises, you need to check with your doctor to make sure he's okay with it or she's okay with it. Also, start drinking water. Lots of water. What, 8 glasses a day? And I try to fill this up 3 times a day at least and drink it. Drinking water today is not going to help me for what I've already done today. Drinking water today helps me for what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. So just remember that. Anytime you know you've got exercise or time that you're going to be hiking or walking, hydrate the couple days before. Don't start that morning up, because then all you're going to do is have to say, oh, excuse me, I need to take a break. I got to go to the bathroom. But get your kidneys and your bladder in shape with drinking lots of fluids, because that is so important with your ability to get toxins out of your body and to feed your cells of your body with the fluid that they need to get nutrients in and get waste out. So just remember that for the lymphatic system. And I hope you guys, I hope this introduction wasn't too sporadic, because let me tell you, I decided to do it last night, and I'm going to be committed to do it from now on. And even if it's only for 15 minutes, it will be better than sitting and doing nothing. I hope you guys have a great day. I love you, and I hope you're motivated for the day. God bless you all. I gotta put my glasses on.